retail expert who once ran the DIY chain Wickes and the Iceland food stores says one of the region's high streets is setting an example to others in the battle for business.
Bill Grimsy says Stockton is doing exactly the right things to attract people who want a different experience and don't want to shop online. He was in the town today, a month ahead before he publishes a new report with recommendations for the future of town centres. Rachel Bullock reports.
While you may not have heard of Bill Grimsy, you will have heard of the businesses he was behind, Wickes DIY store and the frozen food giant Iceland. Now retired, he's writing a self-appointed report into how the UK's high streets must change if they're to survive, and Stockton's strategy has caught his eye. Welcome to Stockton, Mr. Grimsy. Why did you want to come here? Why Stockton?
Town centres are not about shops anymore. The 21st century and technology is changing the way that we shop and our habits. So you have to reinvent your town centre as a community hub. And Stockton has that on its radar. But if you look behind me, you're going to see two shops there that are going to disappear, New Look and Marks and Spencer. So you've got to look to your heritage and repurpose the town centre.
But when we hear about Marks and Spencer's leaving, New Look leaving, isn't it already too late? Hasn't the ship sailed for our high streets?
Yes, the ship has sailed for the high street in terms of shops. We are not going to shop on the high street in the numbers that we used to, and there's no good harping back to the past and the good old days. They're gone. Put on lots of events and establish a reason to gather as a community to combat the very serious problem that's gnawing at the very heart of our town centres.
Mr. Grimsy met some of Stockton's independent traders. He commissioned some work from artist Julia Powell. Does she agree with this retail czar's view?
I absolutely agree. The other side of my business is I do workshops, and I've found that people are more ready and willing to pay for an experience rather than a possession or something. If the council can create a place where people want, it's a nice space to be, I think that's the way forward for the high street to reinvent itself.
Do you use the independent shops here?
I do, yeah.
You welcome more of them?
Oh, I'd love to see more.
We've noticed the change, that's one thing for certain. We do need a lot of change in Stockton before it dies, yeah?
Yeah, it's good to see new people coming, new businesses and stuff. Yeah, it's a shame that Marx's is gone.
Bill Grimsy's report will be published next month. Rachel Bullock, ITV News, Stockton.